Confidence is not something that you just have. It's not something that you are born with. The idea that people who struggle with confidence just don't have it and will never have it is not true. Confidence is not something that is just handed out to some people and not to others, because in my experience working with people, that's never what is actually going on. The people I work with are not incapable, they're not unintelligent, they're usually very self-aware, thoughtful and talented, but just can't seem to find the confidence when they need it. And there is a reason for that, and it's not what most people think. When confidence feels impossible to find, it's usually because there was some time in your life when being fully visible, being fully authentically yourself was not safe or didn't feel safe. And once that meaning is created in your subconscious mind, it stays there for a very long time. And confidence doesn't just become something that's difficult for you, it becomes something that you actively resist. So every time that you're going to do something that may bring you more attention, more visibility, or something that's going to cause you to be judged or criticized, which, let's face it, is pretty much anything these days, your nervous system and your subconscious mind are going to read that as a threat. And they are going to go into protection mode. What happens then? You start to overthink, you start freezing, people pleasing, putting on your mask, or you disappear, you go into hiding so no one can notice you. And you're not doing this because you don't want to grow. You're doing this because your body is trying to protect you from a pain it learned about a long time ago. Most of this stuff gets programmed into our subconscious mind and our nervous system during childhood. Maybe you were criticized a lot and learned that expressing yourself led to you being yelled at or getting into trouble. Maybe being emotional was not really welcome in your home, and you learned that being the agreeable one was keeping the peace. Maybe you got shamed for being yourself, so you made yourself into a smaller, lesser version of your authentic self to stay safe. Whatever it was, your nervous system and your subconscious mind took notes here and created the program that is still running in your life today, that is keeping you small, keeping you hidden. This program tells you not to take up too much space, don't draw attention to yourself, and to stay manageable. The worst part about this is that you're an adult now. You are no longer in that environment when you would get criticized or shamed for being yourself. That environment, that threat, that danger is gone now. But your subconscious mind and nervous system don't automatically update themselves when you leave a situation or change environments. They're still running that old protection programming, even when the threat that they were designed to protect you from is no longer there. Which is why affirmations don't really cut it when you're trying to deal with confidence or subconscious programs. They have their place for sure, and I use them myself. But if your body still believes that visibility and attention are dangerous, you can tell yourself that you're confident 1,000 times a day, and it's not going to make a difference. You are still going to feel that resistance when it's time for you to actually show up. Because confidence isn't just a thought, it's a nervous system experience, and your subconscious mind is always going to prioritize what it thinks is a threat over what you consciously want in your life. And this is also why I want people to stop being so hard on themselves, saying things like, why am I like this? Why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I get out of this pattern? Why does everyone else seem to have it so easy? That kind of shame actually makes it worse, and it's actually going to keep you more stuck. It's not motivating, it doesn't feel good, it's contracting, it's not expanding. And it makes sense that it looks easier for people whose nervous system never had to make the association between being visible, having attention, with a threat or danger. And that's not a moral difference between you and that person. It's just that you've had different experiences. And for most people as well, confidence is actually a healing journey. And the healing starts with something that a lot of people actually skip past, which is compassion. Not forcing yourself to act fearless or bullying yourself into showing up, because that's never going to work. But slowly and genuinely teaching yourself, teaching your body, teaching your subconscious mind that is safe for you to exist as you. Safe to speak, safe to be seen, safe to take up space without something bad happening. And you do this by taking small steps towards that confidence and training your nervous system and your subconscious mind that with each step, there is no more danger in being seen or having that attention on you. Because the goal is never to become more polished or a fearless version of yourself. The goal is to finally feel safe enough to be the version of you that is already there, who you already are. And when that happens, confidence stops being something that you have to perform, just becomes a natural expression of who you already are. Fear might still show up. Actually, it will show up because it's a part of life, but it stops being the thing that's in charge of your life.